Have you ever pondered the difference between a fleeting burst of laughter and the profound satisfaction of understanding a complex idea? This distinction is at the heart of an argument posed by the 19th century philosopher John Stuart Mill, who explored the concept of higher and lower pleasures. To better understand this, imagine yourself immersed in three distinctly different forms of entertainment. First, you're engrossed in the intricate plot of Shakespeare's Hamlet. Next, you're on the edge of your seat, watching the daring stunts on the reality show Fear Factor. Finally, you're chuckling at the hilarious antics of The Simpsons. Each of these experiences offers a unique form of pleasure. But can they all be measured on the same scale? According to Mill, they cannot. In the realm of Shakespeare's Hamlet, you're engaged in a form of higher pleasure. Here, you're not merely entertained, but also intellectually stimulated, challenged to understand complex characters and to grapple with profound philosophical questions. Mill would argue that the pleasure derived from such intellectual engagement is of a higher order. In contrast, watching Fear Factor provides a different kind of thrill. The show's outrageous stunts and high-stakes competition might make your heart race, but it doesn't necessarily engage your intellect or moral sensibilities. This, according to Mill, is a form of lower pleasure. It's not that this pleasure is bad or unworthy, but it's qualitatively different from the pleasure derived from understanding a Shakespearean play. Now let's consider The Simpsons. This popular animated sitcom is both entertaining and often surprisingly insightful. Offering social commentary and satirical humor, it's a blend of higher and lower pleasures, engaging both our sense of humor and our intellect. But how does this all tie back to Mill's philosophy and his stance on utilitarianism? Mill, a staunch utilitarian, believed in the principle of seeking the greatest good for the greatest number. However, unlike some utilitarians, Mill insisted on distinguishing between higher and lower pleasures. He argued that a society should strive for more than just the maximum amount of pleasure. It should also strive for the highest quality of pleasure. In Mill's view, higher pleasures, those that engage our intellectual and moral faculties, contribute more to human happiness than lower pleasures, which are primarily physical or emotional. This doesn't mean that lower pleasures are without value, but they are different in kind, not just in degree, from higher pleasures. To summarize then, the concept of higher and lower pleasures is a key component of Mill's defense of utilitarianism. By distinguishing between different types of pleasure, Mill moves away from a purely quantitative approach to happiness, emphasizing instead the importance of the quality of our pleasures. Whether you're watching Hamlet, Fear Factor, or The Simpsons, the pleasure you derive from these experiences can be quite different, and, according to Mill, that difference matters. So next time you find yourself enjoying a form of entertainment, ask yourself, is this a higher pleasure or a lower one? And remember, according to Mill, the answer to that question might just determine the quality of your happiness.